Welcome, me Herman here, and today we're back with another Gen 8 Uber Showdown Live, and today I've decided to bring a team built around Dialga. Dialga is a mon that used to see a lot more use in Ubers, I think because it's an okay check to Kyogre. It's Dragon Seal. It resists water and electric and is neutral to ice. So pretty just cool typing it has. Pretty almost unique. And but I don't think it's so great against Kyogre right now. Or being sort of a water resist. But I think as sort of a sweeper it's kind of fun. So we have just sort of a Trick Room sweeper. It's not a Trick Room team, but it's a great potential sweeper. And I gave it enough special defense so that it sort of just equals its defense stat, and the rest in HP, and then a special sweeper type set. Then here we have Choice Scarf Zacian, Adamant. Even when Adamant, you're still faster than base 101s like Landorus I at 375. I don't think there's much in between that and like Mars Shadow, which is base 125. But no one runs Scarf Mars Shadow. So pretty cool mon here, and the extra attack really gives you easy 2 KOs on things like Necrozma. And of course we have our own Necrozma here with Stone Edge because Ho-Oh's a bit of a problem for this team. Dialga doesn't really like Ho-Oh, so Stone Edge to sort of catch it is pretty nice. Then we have Special Defensive Yveltal because Calyrex runs the tier right now. Sort of Groudon. I just wanted a ground type. It's just nice to have, so things can't just Volt Switch on you all the time. Zekrom's less of an issue. If you run into a Regieleki, you're not like gonna die. And it's a good stealth rocker in general. So I got my sort of typical Groudon set with Dragon Tail for like Gothitelle. As you see, I'm really hedging against trappers like Shed Shell, Dragon Tail, and then we also have Corviknight with Shed Shell. So Brave Bird for Mars Shadow, Body Press for everything else. Also our Defogger. I decided I didn't need U-turn because we have Shed Shell, so if at any time there's a Magnezone, we can just switch out anyways. And yeah, this also helps with Groudon. I don't know, Necrozma. This team is a little bit weak, I will admit, to Zygarde. We don't really have a great Zygarde answer. But that is a lot of teams if you don't really specifically pay attention to or design something for Zygarde. Zygarde can be just a prop. So yeah, that's the team, and I'll be back with the first game. And we're back, and we're against Salvage Lord Ronin. I think I've played him in other videos. He's a pretty good player. Sort of a somewhat dangerous looking team, especially this Kyogre. Our Kyogre switching is Dialga, but it's sort of an offensive Dialga, so it's not a great switch-in. Leads. I could just lead Zacian and go for Wild Charge on the first turn in case my opponent leads Kyogre. This looks Scarf. Maybe one of these two is a Scarfer, Calyrex or Kyogre. Or I could lead Groudon. I think I want to lead Zacian because, again, Kyogre is just such a problem. Okay, my opponent leads their own Zacian. That's interesting. So I could stay in and play rough. This is awkward. I think I'm just gonna go to my Necrozma. I'm faster. Okay, my opponent should notice that. Oh, my opponent's Life Orb. That's okay. I think I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave. Zekrom comes in, I'm not really worried. And yeah, basically getting rid of this thing is great. Yeah, this thing's basically dead now. I don't even have rocks on this, right. So this is great. This thing is basically gone. I don't know why my opponent decided to basically sack this. But hey, to each their own. I think what I'll do now, let me see, this is 412, 418. I kind of don't want to have Groudon in. That was certainly an interesting play by my opponent. I don't agree with that. Yeah, I think we just click Play Rough, Wild Charge. I think we just click Play Rough, knock this thing out. I'm surprised my opponent didn't switch into Necrozma. This leads me to think my opponent's Necrozma is kind of, how would you say, fast, or offensive. So we're faster because we're Scarfed, and that just knocks that right out. That could probably mattered, but that would have done a lot. So in comes Necrozma. I need Groudon for Zekrom. I need Yveltal for Calyrex. This is good for the Marshadow. I'm gonna go into Corviknight because it's probably a pretty good answer to these things. These things are usually not what's it called? Special. And we're not gonna activate its weakness policy, which is what I expected to have. Yeah, it looks weakness policy to me. I'm not really sure. Oh god, that did a lot. Jeez. But I guess my opponent has to keep hitting. And my opponent does, and we get this off. Yeah, this is a hot problem. Sunsteel Strike takes us out. So I think Groudon can definitely take one. And Zekrom we can check with our own Zacian, so I think this is gonna be okay. And we can miss because of Earthquake. This is gonna hurt though. Oh, that didn't do so much. Yeah, we can... Now this Marshadow's a bit of an issue. But again, we do still have our Scarf Zacian. So, yeah, this thing, however, is not an issue. Okay, okay, great play, my opponent. Good job. Good Joker. I'm gonna click Foul Play. I think... Do I? I think I can just go hard Groudon, because then Earthquake is just free. Okay, Marshadow comes in, this is fine. I kind of want Rocks. Nice, that did nothing. So I think they'll break this Marshadow Sash, so we don't have to play around with that. And now I just click Earthquake. And my opponent gets a unfortunate crit, because I really wanted to break that Focus Sash. Yeah, that would have been lovely. That's really annoying. We could lose now. Jeez, are you serious? So we knock this down to 1. I don't see a way to break this thing's Focus Sash. God, are you serious? Like, that was super dumb. Because it's probably gonna knock us out here. With the combination of, yeah, Sash, of course. Now we get Spectral Thiefed and probably die. There's Shadow Sneak after this. Yeah, I believe so. And now we probably... Yep. So that crit really sucks. That completely changed the game. Like, there's nothing I could do about that. Alright, good game. Well, not really good game. That was a terrible game. I'll get another one. So, we're back, and after getting hacks that last game, we have another one here. So my opponent is also rocking a Trick Room team. Good thing we have Corviknight. It'll be okay for this Urshifu. My opponent's play rough switch in is just a Stakataka. I think we're gonna lead Groudon here against Dialga. That sounds good to me because, you know, we're Earthquake. I'm just gonna click it. My opponent lives, unfortunately. But now I'm gonna get up Stealth Rocks. Steel Beams doesn't take us out. That's fine. We get our Citrus Berry and we get Rocks. So that's good. So here comes this Calyrex Ice. It looks to be Boots. This means we just have Necrozma, all we want. Because I think I'm just gonna click Moonlight here. As our Shifu comes in. Now we sack Groudon. Seems to be the play. And my opponent's sort of close combat switching is not the greatest, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I mean, my opponent can go into Mewtwo, but like, that's not a great switching. This is a Mewtwo. So that just knocks Stakataka clean out. Mewtwo can come out here. It goes into Calyrex Ice. I guess this will probably live one. So I guess we just go Necrozma. What do I expect to be a Trick Room? Yeah. Now I'm going to click Thunder Wave. Yeah, that's going to do laughable amounts of damage. Hopefully we can get some Para Hacks. We could use some luck after last game's debacle. Zekrom comes in. Sort of an interesting Zekrom on this team. I think I'm just going to go out into Dialga, where in Trick Room it's at best a Speed Tie, or at worst a Speed Tie. And we lose the Speed Tie, so that's awesome. We're having tons of luck today. So this thing is obviously like 0 speed. At least I think it's a Speed Tie, right? I think they're both 90. Anyways, my opponent's play rough switching is non-existent right now, so that's gone. Mewtwo comes in. Do I care? Nah, not really. Ooh, it lives, but barely. Trick Room Mewtwo. That is something you don't see often. I think I go into Yveltal here, just try and waste some Trick Room turns. Shadow Ball, that does lovely damage. I think I'm just gonna Roost here. I'm faster? I guess it is a Mewtwo. That's funny, and then Ice Beam doesn't do anything. Because again, I'm a Mewtwo. So that happens. One more turn of Trick Room. The Necrozma is like a switch into this thing every time, as it gets paralyzed, right? Because that's why we use Thunder Wave. Quick Sunsteel Strike. We know it's not a weakness policy. We get probably a pretty useless crit. I think I'm just gonna click Thunder Wave some more, just to waste Trick Room turns. Because why not? Okay, my opponent goes to her Shifu. This thing's, you know, probably banded. Do I care? Do I need this? I mean, it looks like Zacian's about to sweep. I think I'll just go into Corviknight, sort of sack it. It's not doing a ton here. Who knows, we might be faster? I don't think so. Oh, we are faster! Because this thing's min speed is 170, 179, and ours is current speed is 172. So, by Calyrex, I guess we won't be faster than the Mewtwo, but the Mewtwo can't go for Trick Room without dying, so that's good. And then we're slower than the Urshifu, but then everything else on our team is faster. So, good game to my opponent. Thankfully, we didn't get super hexed like last game. That was a very opportune crit. And just finish this off. You know, my opponent's close combat switching is a Mewtwo. All right, good game to my opponent, and we'll get another one. All right, and we're back against a very interesting looking team. There's a Darmanitan, there's a Chansey, there's a Gothitelle, and there's this Regieleki. So I imagine the Gothitelle is supposed to trap things for Xerneas and Regieleki and maybe Darmanitan, but we have Dragon Tail and Groudon and Shed Shell and 2 other things. So I don't think my opponent's going to love that. As for leads, I'm a little worried about switching into the Darmanitan. That's really about it. So I think we're just gonna lead Necrozma here. Yep. I don't think we even messed around with this thing, right? We just click Sunsteel Strike. Yeah, ooh, that looks banded, maybe? Okay, so Gothitelle takes a big hit here. Takes a small hit. It looks very defensive. But we are Shed Shell, so we're out of here. Goodbye. The Gothitelle goes for Charm. That's fine. I'm just gonna click... I guess click Knockoff here. Yeah, that was hilarious. My opponent definitely wasn't expecting that. So we knock off, get a somewhat useless crit. Now what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I really want to save the Groudon for this Regilucky because yeah, I don't want to die. We're probably faster. I want this Yveltal is going to be great at beating the Chansey, the Gothitelle, and even this thing at the end. So I kind of want to save its health. And my opponent's Zacian switch-in is nothing. So I'm just gonna go into Zacian here. Regilucky comes out. Is this thing faster than us? If it's Scarf, but I doubt it's Scarfed because Scarf Regilucky seems unnecessary. Thing's already so fast. So Gothitelle comes in, and of course we continue to get locked here. That's nice. Love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, that easily would have taken that thing out. My opponent seems to have forfeited. Alright, my opponent forfeits. Yeah, well, that was an interesting game. We'll get another one. Alright, and we have a rematch against our buddy Ronan here. Knowing what we know now, yeah, I think I'm gonna lead Groudon. I really want rocks. Okay, or I want to hit this thing, so this thing's about to get hit in the face. Yeah, you can. That's gonna do laughable damage. As long as it doesn't crit me. And do I want rocks here? I guess so. Again, sort of laughable damage from the Marshadow. Rocks are up, so we are looking golden here. I could save this or not. I wonder how much Corviknight takes from post-combat. I think I'm gonna try to sack off Corviknight here. Doesn't really do much otherwise. Oh wow, that does nothing. This is a free roost. Oh, Blaze Kick. That didn't even do damage, and that's sun boosted. I didn't even know this thing got Blaze Kick. I think we just take this thing out. Nope, we get crit again. This thing is the best at critting me. Really, it is quite good at critting my team. I feel like I can deal with this Necrozma, so I'm just gonna go for Play Rough. That was a really awesome crit. Every time. So let's see. So the Necrozma comes in. That's not surprising. I think what we do is we go into... You go into Groudon, just Dragon Tail this out. Or I could try and paralyze it first. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and paralyze this thing first. I'm sort of physically defensive, so I'm not too worried about taking damage here. Yeah, you can keep doing that. No, you're slow. Now I'm going to Dragon Tail this thing out, I think. Or no, maybe I'll just hit it with Groudon. We deserve a little bit of luck, because this, yeah, because, you know, shit's been happening. But are we gonna die? No. Right, we activate the weakness policy, but it's okay, we were gonna die anyways, and, who is it? Zacian outspeeds this. Actually, probably a lot of things outspeed this. 278. Yveltal? Yeah, Yveltal outspeeds this, because we're running a very fast Yveltal. So, Do we go into a Veltal or do we go into Zacian? So if I go into Zacian and I click close combat, my opponent could go into, I guess, their own Zacian. If I go into Veltal, that welcomes in Zekrom, so I'd rather not have Zekrom coming in here. Please no. So close combat it is. Take this thing out. Wait for my opponent. No more hacking me. Please, do not hack me anymore. Why are you Salvage Lord? I don't get it. Savage Lord makes more sense? I don't know. See, this guy's a Psychic and I'm a Ghost type trainer, so I should have the type advantage. Waiting for my opponent. Hopefully they're alive. Doot. So this is a Life Orb Zacian. I'm guessing some sort of Dragon Dance Necrozma, and I don't remember what this Kyogre is. For the life of me. Yeah, Dialga's not gonna have a good time setting up. I don't know if Dialga's done much this live. I've gotten it to put in a lot of work, but it sort of needs a setup opportunity. And obviously this thing probably has Earthquake. Marshadow has Close Combat. Apparently Blaze Kick. So not many good setup opportunities, but if I get rid of this... Yeah, so the thing about Kyogre is... I could probably set up on that, but I don't think I can one-shot Calyrex, or the Kyogre either. We'll wait. See what my opponent decides to do. Obviously they have a free switch into Calyrex and sort of their own Zacian, so Kyogre comes in. Alright, let's just try and make Dialga do something here. So we're going to click Close Combat, do a ton of damage. Opponent goes for Origin Pulse, crit obviously didn't matter. But now we have Dialga, well this thing's going to die to rocks, which is great. So we don't have to worry about this Kyogre anymore. And now, I'm going to click Trick Room. Hits Origin Pulse, but it doesn't do that much. Because, again, we're a Dialga, and I'm guessing this thing's Scarf, judging by that damage. But yeah, we're kind of inside here. The problem is my opponent goes for Calyrex. Yeah, see we can't take this out in one hit. But do we care? Oh no, this was my oh, that was my Zekrom check. Uh-oh. I should not have sacked that Zacian. So, yeah, that happens. We now click Foul Play, knock that out. Zacian can come. Oh, Zekrom comes in. This is fine. This is what I want to come in. Because I'm going to click Foul Play and do a million. Oh, that's going to do 1,000 million. Oh my god, it lived on 1%. Hopefully it's Life Orb. Please be Life Orb. Yes, alright, so I guess we win. That was very reckless to sack Zacian when my opponent still had that Zekrom. I think that Dragon Dance play was terrible. But yeah, we just win this game. Click Sunsteel Strike. Yep, goodbye. Alright, good game, my opponent. We get revenge for that Marshadow hacks. And I think I'll get one more. I don't think usually these are like 40 minutes or so, but yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back against UZ4 Poke guy. So what's this girl's name? From Sun and Moon, right? Now, it's an interesting team. Has a what is this? A Rhyperior and a Klefki. Well, my opponent looks pretty weak to Groudon, really. I think I'm just gonna lead Groudon. It'll sort of discourage this Klefki. Alright, Palkia comes in, that's fine. because that sort of gives me a free switch into Zacian, because yeah, water moves aren't going to do as much. Yeah, that wouldn't have done much. I think I'm just going to click Close Combat, because yeah, hits probably anything that's coming in pretty hard. And there's that Adamant really showing up. Yeah, my opponent doesn't have a great Close Combat switch in. Alright, so we take out the Rhyperior. Zacian, pretty strong. Necrozma comes in. Man, why all these Necrozmas are just such issues? What do we do about this thing? I could just stay in. I wonder if Corviknight can beat this 1v1. Let's go to Corviknight. As we saw last time, it sort of has trouble, yeah, with the stupid Dragon Dance set. I guess we just start clicking Body Press. Oh, Rock Slide. Well, that's not going to do as much as that. No, it's just gonna hack us. I'm just gonna Dragon Tail this thing away. That's awesome. Maybe I should rethink Corviknight. Okay, Palkia comes in. That actually worked out. But now, yeah, again, I don't know what my opponent's gonna go for. And do I care? I think we're gonna go into Dialga, because again we resist the water move. Yeah, Ants in the Sun. Okay, so now I'm gonna Trick Room. Hopefully they go into something like Necrozma. We can start to put in some work. Oh, ow! Rude. Very rude. Klefki comes in. Yep. Like spikes. Hopefully we take this thing out. We are Life Orb in the Sun. Yep. That thing's gone. Trick Room has 2 more turns. I like that. So yeah, Dialga's great because it's like a dragon that's not weak to what is it? Their other things. To dragons. Does this thing have Sucker Punch? I think I can go hard into Corviknight here and just get rid of this spike, because we should be faster. Okay, it goes for Knockoff. And we should be able to get a sort of faster defog off here. As my opponent goes for U-turn into Palkia. I don't really see much use in this Corviknight anymore. I'm just going to click Brave Bird as it goes for Hydro Pump and takes us out. Okay. Okay. I think the play is going to a Veltal here, and just click Foul Play, because this Palkia can't really touch me, although my opponent thinks it can. Knockoff should take this thing out. Oh, that was nice, but sort of irrelevant. A Wide Lens, interesting. Zacian comes in. I think here we sack Dialga, I guess. As my opponent Swords Dances, it's not too scary. And when Swords Dance again, they can catch this Flash Cannon. Yeah, I thought about staying in there and foul playing. This thing would have exploded. But probably wouldn't have died. Sunsteel Strike is definitely the play. My opponent goes for Close Combat. Better not be sashed, I swear to God. Barberry Berry. That's the thing. That's the thing. I haven't seen that much. But yeah, now my opponent has no Close Combat switch in, and we are Scarfed, and they are obviously not Scarfed. So yeah, just click Close Combat a bunch of times. I guess they could go into a Veltal, in which case I'll go into my own Veltal. Yeah, I'm not letting you set up this thing for free. Oh wow, that did nothing. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna go into my own Veltal here and click Foul Play. Yeah, they're probably just gonna take me out, I would imagine. But if they do anything else, they could just die. Yeah. So, interesting plays here, but I think we just click Earthquake. I don't think there's really another play. Yeah, I was pretty sure my opponent would stay in. That did laughable amounts of damage. And that's a stab. That's stab Earthquake from Groudon. Yeah, Groudon is just really strong. Like, you saw, like, that Earthquake did more than that close combat. I mean, I guess super effective. But yeah, we win against this person, Poke Guy. And I'll get another one. I'm sorry, we're back. Yeah, I got this guy Yuzi for Poke Guy again, and we both went for Play Rough with our Zacians turn 1. I think I'm just gonna go into Groudon here, as it's pretty safe. I'm not gonna get Thunder Waved. Exactly. I don't like being Thunder Waved. I'm just gonna click Earthquake, because, yeah, if my opponent goes for Spikes, I don't want to let them get up multiple layers. Although, I can defog pretty safely on... I'm saying pretty a lot. I can defog safely on a lot of my opponent's team. I think Dialga is the switch in here. Again, we resist the water move. If my opponent goes for Spatial Ren, okay, like, good play, I guess. I'm just gonna stay in, and it's not over-predicting today. I'd really like to defog, but yeah, poor Dialga just got wrecked. This wide lens, this Thunder, right? Alright, I'm gonna go into this. This is the only real scary special attacker. Just gonna click Knockoff. I guess Thunder's not gonna do anything. Well, it's gonna have very low accuracy of the sun. I guess Thunder Wave will. But we get rid of its wide lens, so that's nice. Now I can go for Thunder, but I don't know if I care. Let's see, Zacian is... I don't know. Zacian's Play Rough, Sword Stance, something. I expect Wild Charge, would suck. This Yveltal is pretty dead. Okay, Zacian comes in. I'm just gonna click Foul Play. Ooh, my opponent misses and dies, so that sucks. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna include this too. I don't want to play this same guy twice in the video. Yeah, this Necrozma is a bit of a threat. So what do we do about this thing? I think we just click Taunt. Oh, it just goes for a straight Rock Slide. Interesting. I want to weaken this thing and then kill it, I guess. I guess we go Groudon. See, I don't want to knock it into its, what's it called? Weakness policy. So yeah, I was never going for Earthquake there. Okay, that was funny. Well, now my opponent might expect... yeah, well, I guess if I hit this really hard, then Zacian can clean it up. Alright, now that it felt... Is this... Oh, this was a special Yveltal, wasn't it? Ooh, I might have messed up here. Oh, I might have messed up here. Yeah. This is special. We're gonna die. No, my opponent goes for knockoff. Maybe it wasn't special? Am I confused? There's a distinct possibility I'm confused. But let's go to Corviknight here and try and defog. Was it the other guy? Oh, yeah. This thing is, looks very physical. Which we should be able to beat. Yeah, okay, that hurts, but now it doesn't. I think we just spam Body Press now. Yeah, that's doing nothing. We can even roost here, I guess. Oh, nice crit by my opponent. That seems to be the law of the day. But we get the roost off, so it doesn't matter. Now my opponent starts knocking. We click body press. Oh, Jesus. Next 2 knocks. It's doing a lot. Holy heck. We can still take 3 more. I kind of don't even want this. Well, I kind of do want this in because this seems to be the only thing that can really take on this Yveltal. Because it might have Sucker Punch, which will probably knock out my Zacian from where it's at. So let's keep body pressing. And we knock it out. Okay, so that's good. Rhyperior comes in. That's interesting. Why would you go Rhyperior? Why would you go Rhyperior? I'm afraid I'm about to get like set up on. But okay, let's just see. No, it's not weakness policy, right? Because we hit it with close combat from our Zacian last time, and it wasn't weakness policy. So yeah, keep body pressing. Take this thing out. Oh, it misses a Stone Edge. Doesn't matter. Body press some more. Okay. I kind of want it to take me out now. How do we make it do that? I think we're just gonna click Brave Bird, right? That should. Oh, wow, that does a lot. All right, Stone Age chased me out. Great, just what I wanted. Go to Zacian now. I think spam close combat is the play. Although it's probably not gonna 2 KO this Necrozma like we saw last time. This thing is incredibly bulky. Oh, that did 50. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess my opponent should still attack me now because they could get knocked out and gain nothing. So, we'll see. Do we get a low roll? What happens? Oh no, we get another good roll. We take this Necrozma out and we beat this guy again. Okay, so I might get another game that is not the same person. And then the game before I had, the person left after like 3 turns. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll get one more game. And hopefully it'll be against someone new. Okay. And we're back, and this took no time at all to get, so I figure, yeah, this opponent's pretty high up there. Looks like Dialga can put in some work. Well, not really. Yveltal is probably special defensive, and I can't one-shot this Calyrex. Or this Lunala. So, leads on my opponent's end, I kind of expect either something that deals well with Groudon. So I'm going to lead a Yveltal. And my opponent leads Xerneas, so I am dead wrong. But we have a Necrozma, so this thing isn't so tough. Is that what I'm looking for? Tough? This isn't so much of a problem. Okay, Calyrex comes in. Trick here is very obvious, but I don't think I can risk the Necrozma. Yeah, because that's specs. I need it. Xerneas comes in. We're sort of back where we were a couple turns ago. I'm just gonna keep making the safe play. Yeah. And now I'm going to click Thunder Wave, because I'm very skilled. Kappa. Yeah, obviously, that thing gets paralyzed. I'm now going to go into Groudon. I think we're going to exchange rocks here, pretty much. Yeah. You get rocks, I get rocks, everyone gets rocks. I don't know what my opponent can go into to really threaten me too hard. Not really this. Do I need this thing? Not entirely. I'm just gonna... Actually, no, I can go into Necrozma here, and because I have the sun up, my Moonlight is going to recover 75%. Yveltal comes in, and it is Boots, which we expected, because it looked Boots. So now, Corviknight can actually probably beat this thing. I don't expect this thing to be special, and I don't think Corviknight has a great job otherwise, but because Body Press is a fighting move, well, that still did a lot. Because Body Press is a fighting move, my opponent can't roost. Okay, here comes the Necrozma. For reasons unknown. I'm wondering if this thing is going to try and Thunder Wave me. I don't understand why you bring in a Necrozma on a Corviknight otherwise. So I'm just going to go into Groudon. Yep, there's the Thunder Wave. I think I'm going to Dragon Tail here. Oh, my opponent goes into Xerneas. That's an interesting switch in on a what's it called? On an Earthquake. I mean, Necrozma is pretty obvious, but yeah, I know I could take one, get my Citrus, and hit this thing really hard. Oh wow, that's pretty bulky. Now I'm gonna go into Necrozma. This looks like to be a Geomancy, but bulky Geomancy. So now I can just Sunsteel Strike for free here. My opponent's switch-in is not really much. I guess the Necrozma. This Eternatus comes in, takes a million, and now is gonna get Thunder Waved. So I like that. I don't like this Eternatus being around. We have Defog on Corviknight if we ever want to Defog. Like, I'm pretty sure I beat this 1v1, but I could get chipped down quite a lot. I figure it's gonna go for a Fire move. Was this thing Boots? Yeah, this thing is Boots. But I want to save a Veltal. Flamethrower's coming out here for sure. I think I'm actually gonna go Dialga. Hopefully I can take two, or my opponent gets paralyzed. Yeah, my opponent gets paralyzed, so that's great. Now I'm gonna Trick Room. Interesting to see what my opponent does here. They have to go into like a Veltal or something. So Necrozma comes in, takes the Dragon Pulse relatively easily, but now, okay, goes back into Eternatus on the Flamethrower. I'm not gonna overpredict right here. I'm gonna let my opponent make the mistake. Yeah, exactly. So Eternatus goes down. Yeah, I'm sort of sitting in the driver's seat. So Dialga putting in the work. Necrozma comes in. I guess it's faster. Ooh. Because in Trick Room. But now it's gonna go down. Will Dragon Pulse take this out? Does it matter? Yeah, Dragon Pulse will take it out. So there's Necrozma really, or Necrozma, Dialga really breaking through my opponent's team. Calyrex Shadow comes in, takes rocks. I don't think I keep this. It's just so important that Yveltal stays healthy. So I think what I do is I click Trick Room here. That's fine. It can take me out. I really don't want this Yveltal to be tricked or anything. Do I have knockoff? Knockoff will be great. Yep. So I have knockoff now. So I'm gonna knock off this thing's mental herb, I imagine. Right? Right? Or power herb, not mental herb. Some sort of herby thing. Rocks are up, so I don't care if my opponent starts double switch. Oh, it's rest. That's interesting. I think I keep myself healthy here. Lunala comes in. I was not expecting rest. But who does? I think I go into Zacian here and click Crunch. Oh, again, I'm really saving my Veltal for that Calyrex. That thing's a problem. Okay. So, Moongeist Beam comes in, and I nearly die. My opponent goes into Veltal. I thought about play roughing there because just the damage would be good. But hopefully after a couple of rounds of Stealth Rocks, Play Rough will take that Lunala out. I mean, lost its Shadow Shield. Snarl comes out and gets a lovely crit. I'm just gonna Brave Bird. Yeah. It's minus defense, and this thing is annoying. We take each other out, I should say. God, I don't want this thing to have Sucker Punch. Yeah, Sucker Punch would be a big problem. Because I took that hit. I think I just click Knock here. Okay, my opponent goes for Xerneas. Now I'm gonna Taunt. This both covers this double. Yep. And if my opponent wanted to go for Sleep Talk. So now I'm gonna click Foul Play. Alright, this should be a 2 KO. Snarl, that's not scary. Snarl, all this thing is doing is snarling me. Foul Play again will take this. Yeah, there's the Sucker Punch. I thought this thing would have Sucker Punch. Which is why I thought Zacian was not the play. The only thing that can really beat this Veltal now is the Xerneas. And the Xerneas is asleep. I don't know what this thing is doing here. Oh, it Meteor Beamed. Uh-oh. Oh, but it missed. Less uh-oh. I don't think that would take us out because I'm a freaking Veltal. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, no, that's also super effective. Huh. But Calyrex down. Here comes the sleeping Xerneas. I'm gonna Roost because I want to be healthy. Ooh. Oh, and my opponent gets the Moonblast, which really sucks. I'm gonna Roost again because hopefully my opponent doesn't get 2 Moonblasts in a row. That would be really lucky for my opponent. Yeah, there we go. But now Necrozma is a free switch. Do I still have my boots? And I still have my boots. So my opponent could double switch here, but I don't really think I mind. Because then my opponent still takes rocks. Yeah, I don't mind. Again, because my opponent took rocks. And is still asleep. I don't think my opponent will go for anything tricky here. It's really trying to get rid of that that Necrozma. Yeah, oh, that's definitely Specs. Okay, so that's good. That means that Zacian outspeeds. Again, my opponent here is just taking Stealth Rocks. And I'm not, slash Necrozma resists. And now my opponent is in a bit of a pickle. Okay, yeah, let's keep doing this. So I'm gonna sack Groudon here, and the reason is I want my free switch into Zacian because, and my opponent might Draining Kiss. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't see that coming. Actually, yeah, I didn't expect that. I kind of just want to be knocked out. So let's see. This is asleep and at nothing. I am going to go into Zacian. This puts the most offensive pressure on my opponent. And my opponent just cracks under the pressure. I don't know if Xerneas would have taken 2 punches, but if it did, it would have had to rest again, which would have given me a free turn. And my opponent really can't switch into Sunsteel Strike right now, because my opponent lost all its things. So good game, my opponent. That was a good game. We got to see Dialga put in great work. I think that's going to be the last game. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, or tell me if you didn't. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, great week, and I will see you in the next one.